Hello, Kevin here. Where am I today? Well, I am outside of St Peters of Hascombe. I'm really looking forward to going into here. And with me, got Steve and Cynthia.
Hiya.
And we want to get into this church because last week Cynthia and I had a quick walk round and it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. So I'm really looking forward to this. So let's make our move, get in there and have a look. Well, I'm just on the porch at the moment, but I'm going to have a wander around the outside of this churchyard so we have a look at the church from the cemetery. So let me just pan round to here. So we're on the south side of the church, and that extension there is the Lady Chapel, and the roof is all of tile. We got a bell tower there with a clock face, and it's all tile shingles, wooden tile shingles. And as you mentioned at the start, it was the St Peter's Church of Hascombe, and it's believed to be that the original church was built around 1220 AD. It was in a very bad state of decay around the early 1860s, and the churchyard, so they have said, was dark and gloomy with tall weeds, and I think the description was rank grass. And as you can see, there's lots of different tombs and gravestones of all sorts of shapes and sizes, and I think they were saying that the graves were carelessly looked after, but I believe there's a tomb over here which is of a Hascombe family, which is just this one in front of me. And this was opened up at one time. So we're now at the east end. Most of the oak for the current porch came from the old porch, from the old church. So there we are. That's a trip round the outside. As you can see, it's all stone. We've got the porch here, and we've got a little door into the ladies' chapel there. Now, just down here, as I mentioned just now about the tomb, the family tomb is for the Godman family, and from what we understand is that this is the tomb over top of some steps that goes down into actual tomb itself, and there's a key that would have opened the tomb, but something frightened I think it was this gentleman here, Joseph Godman, that he saw something he didn't like, and he threw, the legend is that he threw the key into the village pond. So this is in memory of Joseph Godman, born May 30th 1791 and died October 26 1874. Also his wife Caroline was here, born in 1805 and then died in 1882. and this is Edith, fourth daughter of Joseph and Caroline Godman, and she was born May 30th 1841 and died April 4th 1858. There's a note, Caroline. Oh, this is the eldest daughter of Joseph and Caroline Godman, born May 15th 1835 and died April the 12th 1860. So she didn't have a very long life at all. But this is also a grave to do with the Godman family, and this is Francis Charles Vincent, but the daughter Charlotte Ella Godman is married to Francis Charles Vincent. And there's another Godman just over there, 1903 I think that says, to 1983. So I think what we want to do now is head inside to have a look around the inside of this fabulous church. Absolutely fabulous. When we came here last week, I have to admit I was quite moved and I felt quite emotional about going in and standing in there and looking at what is in here. So Steve and Cynthia are taking photographs somewhere. Cynthia's just here to my left hand side, so obviously Steve's down the bottom now clicking away. But we've got these lovely roses just in the borders of the church. Aren't these beautiful? Some lovely roses here. Look at this one, isn't that stunning? Right, so we're going to go into the church now, into this porch on the south side, and as I mentioned just now, all these timbers on this porch once you've entered the church, to the left is a spiral staircase, which is just here. Let me show you up through here. And that goes up to the belfry. And then just in front of me here is this font, which is made of Purbeck stone and dates 1690. So let me just have a wander down through this church. Now just look at this decoration. It is absolutely stunning. Look at this. I've never ever seen anything like it before. I'm just going to have a bit of a walk round and show you all the different bits, and then I'll go back over it again and try and give you some more detail about it. Just here to my left hand side is the pulpit, and this is made of stone, which for me and for Steve and Cynthia it's very unusual, because the ones we normally see are made of wood. Just look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Absolutely stunning. And then just above these gates or doors going in, look at this cross. And all of this is hand painted. And as we go into the chancel, look at this. Absolutely stunning. Just look at it. As I mentioned earlier on, when Cynthia and I came here last week just to have a walk round, as I approached the chancel, I did get a little bit moved by it all. And I've had exactly the same feeling again today. Look at the recesses going into the stained glass windows. These are all hand painted as well. Just here, we've got the sedilia, which is for the priests or the vicars to sit in. And as I pan round, all the wall art behind the altar is also done by hand. We've got a little, I think that's an aumbry rather than a piscina. And the organ pipes, look at these organ pipes. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Let me just wander back down this way, because this is the ladies' chapel that I mentioned earlier on as I walked around the outside. Let me just go in here. And an area which is used for Sunday school perhaps. And just here, look. Again, is that an aumbry? Well, no, that's a piscina. That is a piscina there in the ladies' chapel. And we've got the altar there with a beautiful stained glass window. Everything about this church is just beautifully done, beautifully finished. And it just takes your breath away. It really, really does. I'll try and bring you a little bit more detail about what I'm seeing. On the west end of the church, in the nave, you'll see that they've got a very interesting stone tablet there. It's 18th century stone tablet. And as we look around the walls, we've got all this hand-painted walls all the way around the whole of the church, which is beautifully done. And it depicts the 153 fishes of the post-resurrection miracle, all caught in the nets, which were being dragged in by the 6 disciples. So this is around both sides of the nave, as you can see over there. On the east wall, it shows St. Peter in his fisher's garment, casting himself into the sea. So this is the bit with Peter casting himself into the sea. I've come back down to the pulpit now, and the pulpit panels show Jesus with Noah and John the Baptist, with St. Peter standing between them. So this is St. Peter. It's just a beautiful thing. This oak screen is about 500 years old and was restored and painted in 1864. Above, the lettering on the exterior of the chancel arch is a picture of the Last Judgment, and that's all up there, look. Isn't that incredible? Beautifully done. So I'm going to go back into the chancel now. The stained glass window, the splays giving into them, and the spandrels above them portray biblical scenes involving angels. And as I tilt up, you can see the angels all along the top there. It's just wonderful. Just inside by the windows, you've got these scenes which depict Christ during his life. I'm not sure if the light's going to pick this up very well because it's not very good coming through there, which is a shame. With that light streaming through the east window, that is depicting Christ on the cross with St. Mary and St. John standing by him. Everything you look at, bit by bit, you're just seeing more and more. And it is just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Look at the angels there to the right hand side, and to the left there's angels there as well. Just here where the altar is, it's a tiled floor, which is rather lovely the way it's been done. But the organ, which is Victorian, I think is known as a 2-manual organ and was installed in 1869. Just here we've got this light where the candle shines but that reflects on the back. Now we've been trying to think what the name might be, but we can't decide whether it's called a sconce's light. We will try and find out. There's about 6 of them all together. That angle gives you a better view of one. It's quite dark on the other side. So we've finished on the inside of St. Peters. They're good, you know, they do remember. I do have to test them from time to time. Stunning church, probably one of the most beautiful churches I've ever been in. Absolutely incredible. We were just saying that it's one of those places that you could actually just stay here for 2 or 3 hours and you'll just keep finding more and more little bits to talk about. But we think we've got enough now for this video. So this will be Kevin, Steve and Cynthia saying bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Bye.
Hello, if you've enjoyed Kevin's video today, why not subscribe to his Kevin's Rambles YouTube channel, give us a like and follow us in the future, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot, bye bye.